Alright. Welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner Classic Plus Known Classics. This is episode number 3090. I think it's 93, correct? Yeah, I think it's 93. Yeah, 3083. Doubleshot number 2987. Yeah, basically we have two books here from two very popular writers. First is Brian K. Vaughan, the other from Philly Kelly Johnson. First one we have is Runways, Parental Guidance. I believe this is the third trade to collect issues from, Runways Volume 2. Overall, this is the fifth trade overall for Runways. Excuse me. And it collects issues 13-18 of Runways Volume 2. And also, it is the second to last trade to collect issues from this run because the very next trade is the end of this run for Brian K. Vaughan. But not the end of the volume. Oh no. The volume will continue another 6 issues under Joss Whedon. Yes. So, yeah, this is the first of 3 I'm going to be doing for Runaways from the Libby app. So, we have Andre Alfiza, who does basically the artwork here. So, here's what happens over the course of these issues. We have these kids who, like, this is a subplot here with Molly Hayes, where she basically, like, she thinks that Prince Puff really with Molly Hayes was like this orphanage thing. It's a subplot with, like slaves. And she's got, like, a collar on her. Yeah. Molly is here briefly, and apparently this guy has been turning kids to statues, though he himself is turned into a statue. And then the kids are all free to do whatever they want. And then the dream, like, oh, see, your parents here, but your parents evil. And, oh yeah, she's actually on the bench. And then we see the frog, the vehicle that the Runaways use, and they go into the tar pits. So, then the very next issue, that was all issue 13. 14 is the return of Corolla. First time since the opening issues. Was she here with her fiance, Zavin, who basically, despite the fact that according to the scrolls, it's a guy, to her, it's a woman. When she first shapeshifted, she shapeshifted into Susan Richards, because Corolla's a lesbian. Now, I should point out, though, this is not something a later writer, this is Brian K. Vaughan doing this, so it's perfectly fine. So Molly's back, of course, and there's a weird bit here where you have at the Wilder residence part of the story where everybody's like playing characters on the line, and these kids become the new Pride. Yeah. Yeah, and they want to commit a ritual to revive Alex Wilder, but nope. They're inviting a teenage version of his late father. And he's around for a little bit throughout these issues. So there's a funny bit here where Chase goes to see Victor, and he's butt naked. All because they live under a tarp is a million degrees. The tarp thing was actually their second base operations. They also live in an old hostel. It's a hotel. Which is basically what their common thing is. So a lot of this is basically, right at this point, just dealing with where apparently, like, we see Alex back, but it's not really him, just a teenage version. We have Molly get kidnapped by the Pride. New Pride, which they apparently do not know this at all. New Pride don't know the fact that the original Pride were all pretty much all evil dicks. Yeah. And I think Molly was... They basically had a complete misunderstanding. And of course they decided to, for some reason, show once again the Globberum. The creatures that show up toward the end of the first line for the series. Who, by the way, decided to murder the Pride. Yep. they're back here for this flashback, and they have another version show up in the most recent volume for the series, and then by the age 16, Cruella gets back to Earth. And of course, Nico thinks it's an imposter. And of course, basically, no one's for her is the scene from issue 2 of this book where these two almost kissed, which of course Rambrawl recreated for her volume. Had Nico try to kiss her, but she was actually dating one the Power Pack. Later, they broke up, and then became an official couple afterwards. So you cannot blame Rambrawl for basically making Nico bi. That was something that Brian K. Vaughan did, so it's perfectly fine. And of course, Zavin's back here too. And he's going to come out of Runaways for a little while. Yep. So, then of course, New Pride's base gets blown up. And then they go to Observatory. They, of course, try to take it over with the... And of course, Nico gets shot by the teenage Jeffrey Wilder. Then Zavin steps in, basically helps save the day. And... well, after fighting him too, New Pride himself we're not seen again. And of course, then we have the book issue end with Gertrude dying, though later coming back. And then, of course, Jeff, the teenage version, went back in the past. And then Chase Steen proceeds to look from the Hollywood side, and that's the book. Yeah, this book was really, really good. And I'm going to give this book here a 10 out of 10. And can you believe that second to last issue of Brian K. Vaughan's run for the book? It seriously is. Excuse me. Next up we have is Incredible Hulk by Philip K. Johnson, Volume 2. Which is known as War Devils. There's the cover for it. So, this book here contains Incredible Hulk. I believe this is Volume 5, I think it is. Issue 6 to 11, along with I think it was, it was material from War is Hell 2019. So these first issues are called Spirits of Vengeance, where basically we have Ghost Rider versus we have Hulk versus taking on a Ghost Rider, I believe it's from like the 50s, I think. Yeah, Hulk is just here with this girl who thinks she killed her father, but don't really know about that. Yeah. And then we have this guy where he thinks he killed his wife, then eventually he gets arrested for actually doing it. Yeah, this whole thing about this Ghost Rider here. And then we have, looks like, and then the Hulk comes out, he transforms thanks to ramping up our Bruce Banner's skin to come out, and then here's Hulk with long hair. Yeah, Philip K. Johnson was the one who gave him long hair. Was artist. Then we have this Ghost Rider show up. There he is. So you're probably thinking, which Ghost Rider is this one? Is it Johnny Blaze? Nope. Is it Rob A. Reyes? No, it is not. It is some other guy who ends up fighting him. This is Ghost Rider Sal. Oh, he was a Ghost Rider from World War II. Yeah. He came back in issue 1. This issue here was his first full appearance. He's also part of the... Basically, the whole purpose of him being here is to help set up the Hell Hunters miniseries. That's really the whole purpose of being here. And Philip K. Johnson wrote that too. So it's like Philip K. Johnson had these first 3 issues serve as a backer pouch to the Hell Hunters miniseries by having Hulk fight this guy. And this lasts for the first 3 issues of this book. Now you're probably thinking, does he fight anybody else who's not part of his cast? Aside from this other Ghost Rider? By the way, the main villain of this issue storyline is called War Devil. Yeah, he was just an original character who debuted in these issues. And then moving on to issue 9, where we do this Ghost, and he's only here for a couple issues. It's like, at this point, it's like, yeah, Hulk is basically dealing with some stuff that... And we do this creature known as Frozen Charlotte, who actually does return. It's just a female demon kidnaps Charlie Tidwell. It's this girl who just appears in this book as like a supporting character. As a love interest of the Hulk? No. Not a love interest. That's kind of the main issues in a nutshell, but now it's on the War in Hell in this book. Oh, War is Hell. Yeah, I'm trying to find out information about this book here. I'm trying to find it here. Oh, I can't find it, but the book itself was really good. I'm going to give the book roughly a 9 out of 10. Yep. So yeah, this particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. And, well, next up, more comment, okay? Bye.